the key events that we have seen this week, let's start off with the Euro, the ECB's most anticipated press conference, or rate decision rather, that we have seen in a while. And what did they do? Well, the ECB came out and they noted that quantitative easing of bond purchase to slow down from 60 billion to 30 billion euros per month, but they extend it by another 9 months and beyond if necessary. So initially we did see the euro fall, but it did hold steady for a little bit. The markets were trying to decide whether this was a hawkish or dovish move from Draghi. They're really trying to suss it out. Well, to be honest, despite the fact that Draghi has started tapering somewhat, it's still very much dovish. The fact that he's extended how long the program will run for, and even added in the caveat that it could run longer if necessary, or beyond that additional 9 months. So what we did see is a large sell-off for the euro. As we've been talking for weeks and weeks, the head and shoulders formation technically on euro dollar, the right shoulder did go through that neckline, which was seen just below 117, so it has now opened the floodgates. Eyes are next stop on around 114 area. If we do breach that, then potentially 111 and lower. Just analysing this myself, Draghi really got what he wanted, guys, because he wanted to start tightening policy, which he has done, and at the same time, he's got euro weakness, which he wanted. So good news for Mr. Super Mario Draghi. Elsewhere, looking over in Canada, then the Bank of Canada did have their monetary policy decision where they did again keep rates unchanged for the time being. Remember, they did a hike on back-to-back on a couple of months, but they seem to have slowed that down, and markets are starting to realise maybe they're not going to move as fast as they initially anticipated when they started getting into this rate hiking cycle. So we have seen a slowdown. The Bank of Canada Governor Paulos, he did note that in terms of the recent strength in the Canadian dollar, that's likely to slow the pace of the rise in inflation. So a bit of a dovish comment, if you like, there from him. So the markets are taking that they're not going to be moving anytime soon for the time being. And as a consequence, we did see a large amount of Canadian dollar weakness across the board. If we look at dollar CAD, or Loonie as we know it, it is heading towards that 129 region. There is some subject for a bit of resistance around that level, so just keep an eye on that. But for the time being, Canadian dollar to hold weak. Over in the UK then, with the pound. Now, we did initially see a good bit of pound strength on the back of surprising uptick in GDP for the UK on both a quarter-on-quarter and year-on-year basis, which I was quite surprised at. We did fail, however, if you look at cable, we failed to take that or reclaim the 133 handle, and there was some talk of some touted profit takers, people taking their profits up there because there's still a lot of uncertainty, and I know we're all tired and it is exhausting talking about the Brexit negotiations, but there was a headline that came out that caught some attention from the European Union, said they're preparing actually for failure in trade talks in December, which is not good. It just shows how messy this situation is at the moment, which really is a large weight on the shoulders of sterling. So other than that, that's it from me. I hope you have had a smashing trading week, and I look forward to bringing you the key events next week. Thank you.